Hi Pine class, because it's Friday, I have set you a special maths challenge which is going to ask you to draw upon all of the column addition skills that you've learnt this week. Let me explain the challenge to you, and then you guys are going to have today to try and experiment with it. Now, the overall outcome of the challenge should be this: how close to 1,000 can you get? Now, you've been given the digits 1 to 9, and you can only use each digit once. And you can put the digits in each of the boxes provided, and you have to try and make that sum as close to 1,000 as you can. And you can only use each number once. Now, I've written these numbers on the back of Scrabble counters. You could do the same, or you could do it on scraps of paper or anything you have lying about the house. And you can experiment and see how close to 1,000 you can get. So I'm going to have a go and show you how I would do one example, and then it's going to be up to you to see how many different combinations you can find and see which is your closest combination to making a total of 1,000. So I think my first number, I'm going to do 356. So that's my first number, 356. And I think I'm then going to choose 470, let's go 71. I think this will get me quite close. So I've got 356 plus 471 plus, let's go with 289. So the sum I've got is 356, 471 plus 289. Now, I have to check to see how close to 1,000 that is. So I had a little go at doing this earlier. Here's how I've set my sum up. I've done my hundreds, tens and units chart. So I've got my 356 plus 471 plus 298. So just like we've been doing all week, I started with the units. The only difference is we've got 3 numbers to add, not just 2. So if we look at the units, we've got 6 plus 1 plus 8. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 plus 8 is 15. So I've put my 5 in the units and carried over underneath my tens column my additional 10. Then looking in the tens, I've got 5 plus 7, which is 12, plus 9 gives me 21, but I mustn't forget that extra 1 that I've carried under to make it 22. So 2 goes in the tens, and then the other 2 carries over underneath the hundreds column. Then in my hundreds, I've got 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 2, which is 9, and don't forget that extra 2, 11. So I've managed to make 1,125, but I think you should be able to get a lot closer to 1,000. So it's up to you. Make yourself the counters 1 to 9 and draw up a chart like I've done, where you've got 3 three-digit numbers that you're going to add together. I'd like to see at least 5 different examples of trials that you've done. And remember, you can only use each digit once, but you can use them in any combination. Good luck, and I'm looking forward to seeing who gets the closest to 1,000.